So what did I do? Well, over the past few weeks, I took a bit of a leap and took on 15 stables. Now, for those of you who don't know, my horse transport business is based in Newmarket, where it's thriving with thoroughbreds, horses, racing industry. And I saw a possible need for stabling during the sales period. And an opportunity arose where 15 stables were available. Now, it wasn't within my comfort zone. It wasn't my usual type of clients. It wasn't my usual discipline because for those of you who do know me, I'm very much more into the dressage side of equestrian space. But it was for the racing world. It was for thoroughbreds, holding them for international import and export on behalf of large international transport firms. And it was a huge risk. I took on stables when finances were tight. I took on stables when there was nothing certain about it. All I knew is there was a potential. I didn't have any clients ready to go. I didn't have a waiting list, but I had a vision. And the finances made sense. So the opportunity did align with my current business. And more importantly, having been through what I've been through, and what I talk about a lot, I also had a system that I could go to guide me through the process. One thing that one of my mentors says is if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. And so when you think about it like that, it can do one of two things to you. But for me, it meant I went all in and I followed the process. I'd had weeks of planning. I created plans on how it would work, who I would need to speak to, where I need to go for it. I started to build messages to companies to try and find the sales. But most of all, I took a leap and I started talking to people who I didn't know yet, but knew they might need this service. Connecting with people is really one of the fundamentals with most businesses because actually collaboration is way more powerful than competition. And what I found is it's the people that you know, not what you know a lot of the time. Maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you can see that in your own business if you think about it. And so talking to people became so important to grow this. And the results speak for themselves. Of the 15 stables, I'm very pleased that after the sales, I was fortunate enough, after all the work and worry I'd put into the whole program, because of course, even though I know things, it doesn't mean you don't still worry because it's still a risk. But it's pleased to tell you today that 11 of the 15 stables were filled after the thoroughbred sales, which is incredible. There was one point weeks before this happened, I thought I'd plummeted money into something that I would never see a return on. Now that's a normal thought. All of us have these intrusive thoughts, even when there's a process. But I had a support network. I had a community which helped me to get through it. I had mentors which helped me get through it. And so I took it on and I'm set to make an incredible return at the end of the period, which is still a few weeks away. But the essence here is I did it. But I want you to know this isn't about me. Because I said this was journal entry, and that sort of is a big part of the entry. It's saying I had to let something else go that particular time because I was taking a leap forward and taking a risk with something else. But what this is really about is what is possible for everyone. Because I know some of you listening will be right at that edge. You'll be ready to grow, but terrified of the risk. You're ready for the step forward, but you're stuck wondering if you're the kind of person that can do it or how to go about doing it. So now I want to take you slightly further back.